Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Laura and I play Sims 2. So guys, welcome back to another episode of our Uberhood Let's Play series, and today we are carrying on with our families in Strange Town. Now, before we begin, I do have to apologise for the really long extended period that I've took away from you recently. As many of you will probably know, I have started my Twitch channel now, and that has been taking up a majority of my time recently. You know, just getting used to all like the streaming, all of the emotes, the channel points and that I've had to do. So yeah, it's took up quite a lot of my time, sadly. So our poor little Uberhood has been neglected recently, but I am back and I am hoping to get more future content out for you guys on YouTube with this Uberhood series and possibly some other little projects that I'm working on as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But anyway, guys, so we, as I said, are back in Strange Town, and our next family here is the Beaker household. So the Beakers are made up of Loki and Cersei Beaker, and they originally had Nervous Subject living with them, but as we found out in the last episode, Nervous managed to leave the Beaker household and is currently living with his cousin Ophelia Nigmos, who is the niece of Olive Spectre. Now, sadly, as most of you probably know, Olive Spectre actually died before we got a chance to see her in this series, but Ophelia could not live on her own, so Nervous, as her, like, technically her legal guardian, yeah, her only living relative, had to move in and basically look after her until she goes to college, which is going to be in the next round for Ophelia, so that's going to be quite nice for her. But anyway, so this episode, as I said, we're going to be going into the Beaker household, and Loki and Cersei have got a new subject test on, and it's no other than Bella Goth herself. So I thought it was quite a nice little storyline to involve Bella in the Uber series, because obviously Bella is notorious for being missing in The Sims 2, and you know, you can kind of interpret it how you want to with her in The Sims 2. Personally, for me, I like to ensure that Bella is, you know, she got stolen by the Beakers, or kidnapped, not stolen. She got kidnapped by the Beakers, and Loki is using Bella for all sorts of different experiments to investigate about aliens and basically trying to make himself successful for all this. So we're going to load into the Beaker household, and I will be back in just a moment when we will meet some of these characters. Okay guys, so we have just loaded it where Loki, Cersei and Bella are residing at the moment. As you can see, this is a renovated build by Fratana, so if you're interested in builds, by the way guys, you can check out her Tumblr where she has got them all listed on there. They are very beautiful and very like modernized, so I definitely think this has been an upgrade for this house in particular. But anyway, so here we are in their little like laboratory hidden inside that house, and as you can see here, we have Loki Beaker, who has got the chest glitch at the moment, which is a bit funky, but yes, he is currently talking to Miss Bella Goth over here, who seems to be quite infatuated with Loki. They do have chemistry together, one bottle of chemistry, which is fairly interesting. So we could probably create a little storyline where Bella is like infatuated with Loki. Like, she sees Loki as like her savior, her hero, and obviously Loki is using Bella for other means of purposes in this Let's Play. So yeah, and then as you can see here, like Bella is nearly in aspiration failure. She's worrying about her romance aspiration because obviously she's not had any romance in life for quite a number of probably months or years at this point. And you know, the first man that she essentially sees when she's back on Earth is Loki. So it may be that Bella has a bit of a thing for Loki, and you know, it'd be interesting to kind of explore her feelings for Loki at some point. And look, she's admiring him right now, and Loki's like, yes, I know, I'm superior, I'm amazing. But as I said, Loki has other means for Bella. Like, he doesn't want Bella in a romantic sense. He wants her purely for like experimentation. And Cersei has just come home from work. Cersei is in the medical career. She is actually a general practitioner, so she is a doctor now. And Cersei, again, is another interesting character for me. She is... a lot of people think she is obviously evil, which she is, but I see her as being kind of more like manipulative than what Loki is. You know, she seems very nice on the outside at first, but something just tells me like deep down she is just doing that as like an act, and she's actually quite an evil sim. That's why I gave her the evil trait as part of her traits that I give my sims in my game, because I do have the Sims 3 to 2 traits in my game. And yeah, I think that she is quite a manipulative sim, and that's what makes her so evil. Like, she seems nice on the outside, but on the inside she is quite a nasty person. But anyway, so Loki looks really weird with this chess piece glitch. But yeah, so Loki at the moment, he needs to come and probably prepare some meals for these guys, because they're all starting to get very hungry. Although we've got a butler, the butler is not recognising that food needs to be made. So we're going to have to get Loki to come and make just a quick meal, like a chef salad or something, to sustain their hunger a bit more. So yeah, Loki at the moment, he's doing very well in his career. He is currently level 8. He's a top secret researcher. So he is probably like the boss of like the science career at the moment in Strangetown. Especially he's got more power than what the Curious brothers have, sadly. So he probably makes their working life a living hell, not gonna lie. But yeah, anyway, so Loki, my plans for Loki, so I want him to obviously play out this storyline with Bella in particular. You know, he's going to be like really wanting to like see what Bella knows about the aliens, and you know, like what has she discovered, you know, what does she know about them, and ultimately, you know, why they took her in the first place. You know, that's the bottom line of it. Why did the aliens feel like they had to take Bella away from Earth? You know, what is their plan? What do they know, sort of thing? And Loki is obviously very interested in all this. So it's going to be an interesting sort of like turn of events to see if Loki can like finally discover the secret behind aliens in the Sims 2 world. And, you know, he's going to do whatever it takes to get them answers, even if it means torturing poor Bella. But he's going to do it in a way where Bella will kind of give in to him, his requests and everything. So he's going to charm her, he's going to be quite sophisticated with her, but he's going to do it in quite, as I say, a bit of a manipulative way. And Cersei, she knows what's going on. She knows what's going on, but she doesn't necessarily care about Bella because she doesn't know Bella, and she doesn't really want, like, any sort of like involvement in wanting to be nice to her or anything like that. You know, she's very much brainwashed by her husband, I feel, at this point. So Loki's probably told her, you know, we can become rich from this, Cersei. We need to, you know, you need to make sure that you're on with me with this, and etc, etc. So I feel like Cersei is on board with it. You know, she's going to probably treat Bella as being as pretty much as what they did with Nervous, essentially. Like, they're going to use her as a bit of a worker around the house, give her lots of chores to do, and basically prevent her from, you know, having a life, really. As sad as that is. But anyway, so I'm also really wanting these two to have a baby. It's one thing I do for the Beakers in particular, even if they have 1 or 2 children, because I imagine Loki as well wanting to pass off like his legacy to his children. So I do think it's important for them to have a future heir for their household, and I would imagine Loki as well, especially, would want a son. I don't think he would be too happy having a daughter. I mean, not like there's anything wrong with having a daughter as an heir, like, you know, lots of people have daughters as heirs, but I think Loki is that typical generation type person where he believes that a son should take over the family legacy and, you know, carry the name on, etc. He's just in that mindset, I think. Because I like to imagine, like, his parents probably would have been like that with him, and, you know, they expected, like, a lot of things from him, etc. And that's kind of, like, passed on to him for his children, potentially. So that is what I reckon that we're going to do. So we're going to... oh, they can't try for baby. Oh my god, is Cersei pregnant already? I think she might be pregnant already, guys. Let me just double check really quickly. I don't know where I've put my sim blender. Here it is. Let me click on Cersei a moment. Oh my god, Cersei's pregnant. Cersei is pregnant. Okay, so I kind of forgot that Cersei's pregnant, guys. But that's good. So Cersei is pregnant already. So at least now we're going to expect like a little baby to appear anyway, which is kind of nice. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. But here's Bella, bless her. So moving on to Bella slightly. So Bella, obviously you guys know Bella, or if you don't know Bella, she is a very notorious sim in The Sims 2, and you know, there's a whole storyline about Bella going missing. Oh, hello. Oh, Cersei's just got her first bump. Look, there we go. Fantastic. So yeah, she's a very notorious sim for going missing in The Sims 2. There is speculation that she got abducted by aliens and that obviously she never made a return to Pleasant View, where she used to reside with her husband Mortimer and her children Cassandra and Alexander. Now, the interesting bit is though, obviously Bella was never supposed to be made as a townie, but obviously in my version, I've got the Meet Me to the Rivers clean templates where they gave you the option to have Bella as a townie. Now, I know a lot of people don't like to play Bella, but I personally like to play Bella because I feel like she adds so much to the story in general that it's kind of nice for her to be involved. And you know, you can literally create any story you want with Bella. You can go down the traditional alien story where, you know, she got abducted by aliens and then we can find her in Strangetown, and, you know, or you can potentially bring Bella back as, you know, like nothing never ever happened. But yeah, it's, you can basically do what you want with her. Personally, I like to play her as if like she still went missing, but she was found in Strangetown, and this is where she resides until someone clicks that, oh, she's back. Like, you know, like someone from Pleasant View has to see her. That's basically my rule for Bella. Unless she gets seen by someone from Pleasant View in Strangetown, she's still gonna kind of like remain as being missing in Pleasant View. So at the minute, no one knows that Bella is like come back, being abducted. That's like my little storyline for her, and no one is going to know because obviously she is a prisoner in the Beakers household. So again, unless like the Beakers invite someone over from Pleasant View to like have dinner or something like that, no one is going to know that Bella is sadly here. So yeah, unfortunately that is the storyline we have got for Bella at the moment. But you know, they're still going to like let Bella bathe, still let Bella use the toilets and eat and everything, but in terms of her having a social life or going out, that is like non-existent. Non-existent. And you know, I think Bella has obviously got a bit of like memory problems from being like tested by the aliens so frequently. So she knows no different at the moment. Whether her memory comes back to her or not, that is probably going to be a bit of an interpretation thing as we go along with Bella in the story. But otherwise, she is just a prisoner at the moment. Bless her heart. So yes. But anyway. So I think what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm just going to let, you know, let everyone get up. I'm going to see to everybody's needs, and then I will be back when we either approach a situation or, yeah, we'll see what else they do in the future. So I'll be back in just a moment. Okay guys, I am back, and Bella has made Cersei and Loki some breakfast this morning as part of her duties of being like their servant in the house, and she has joined them. They've allowed her to join them this morning with eating their cereal. So Bella is kind of like saying to him, like, you know, thank you so much guys for letting me into your home, you know, I greatly appreciate what you've done for me, etc, etc. And you know, these guys are like playing it off like they've done something really good here for Bella, but in reality they are obviously just like using her for you know, certain things, but she has no idea about that yet, sadly. Anyway, so Cersei, as we can see, is pregnant, so we need to watch her needs quite vigorously at the moment. Meanwhile, Bella is worrying about her romance aspirations. She desperately wants to go on a date, and by looking at her needs here, she wants to become best friends with Loki and go on a date. So I think she kind of wants to, you know, romance Loki here. I've just got a feeling that she wants to romance him. I do think she's kind of fallen for him in a way, because she sees him, as I said, as like her savior from the aliens. He was the one who found her. So yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting to see what we could probably come up with there. I might even have it so like Bella probably like tries to flirt with Loki, and we'll just have to see like how he interprets that. We'll just have to obviously have to see how that he interprets that situation. But he's at work at the moment, so we can't really do that. But anyway, so Cersei has decided to pick up the guitar, and she's just learned a creativity skill point. Thank you for your wonderful guitar playing there, Cersei. We very much appreciate it. But yeah, so Cersei, as I said, she's on maternity leave now, so she's not going to be going to work. So it's probably going to be a little bit harder to like kind of conceal the fact that Bella really wants to flirt with her husband. But you know, we'll just have to obviously be a bit discreet about it, because Bella does know that she cannot necessarily be with Loki, because obviously he's married. And I feel like, you know, Bella really, she does understand that. She understands that she can't be with him. But in a way, she can't, like, she can't resist the temptation. I don't think. I definitely think she can't resist the temptation to actually, like, not be with Loki in a sense. Like, she gets all gooey when she's around him, and yeah, I just think, Bella, you're in deep water here, honey. You do not want to be messing around with Loki, especially with Cersei being how she is. I imagine if Cersei, like, kind of ever found out about them two, you know, she would go absolutely mental at Bella. And I reckon then Cersei would be the one who would, like, conduct loads of horrible experiments on her. Like, I can just so imagine that. I can just so imagine that with Cersei in particular. So, you know, this storyline has some interesting potential chaos brewing here. You know, I just find it really interesting. But anyway, I'm going to leave them to do what they need to do for a little bit longer, and then I will wait and see what happens when Loki comes home. So I shall see you guys when he gets home. Okay guys, so Loki has returned home now, so I'm gonna get Loki to come out here to use the toilet, and Bella I think is gonna try and like sway him a little bit. Like, she's gonna be like, oh, so how was your day at work, Loki? I hope you had a nice day. And Loki's probably not gonna be thinking much of it at the moment. He's probably just gonna be thinking, you know, my day was fine. You know, what sort of business is it of yours, though, Bella? Like, you know, don't you have chores to be doing? Stuff like that. Like, he's gonna like pretend that he's not really that interested in what she's saying to him. And Bella's like, well, I'm just trying to make conversation, Loki, because I think you're a very interesting person. And that's when Loki's gonna like kind of like get his mojo on here, be like, oh, you really think so? Well, thank you for the compliment, Bella. I really appreciate it. And Bella's gonna be like, oh yeah, I really do think that you are a very nice person, Loki. And you know, I would definitely love to get to know you a bit more. Let's just say. And that's when she's gonna start coming on to him, I reckon. Gonna be like, you know, I really feel like we have a bit of a connection, Loki. I hope you don't mind me saying, but I do find you quite an attractive young man. And Loki's like, oh my goodness me. And there you go, look, they have crushes on each other. You know, I think there is a tension of romance for these two. And Bella she just can't help herself. I think she's just going to go all in there and be like, look, Loki, I really like you. And then she just kisses him. And Loki doesn't quite know what to do, I don't think, at this point. You know, he is very faithful towards Cersei, but as you can see here, he knows it's wrong, but it feels so right. And, you know, I just feel like he just can't help himself. He really cannot help himself. So he's going to try and romance her as well. You know, he's like, oh my goodness me, Bella, like, I've never felt this way about anyone in a long time. Like, he is just, it's unbelievable, really. really is unbelievable. And I certainly don't think Bella is going to stop. You know, she is really wanting Loki in a romantic sense, but whether he feels that way about her, I don't know. I mean, obviously he is, you know, like reciprocating her, her request here that she's doing for him, but, you know, does he truly want her? Or is he attracted to her through like the alien sense where he just finds her like a fascinating sort of sim? And he's probably thinking in a way that, you know, if he keeps up like all this romance with her, you know, will she give him more like information about what happened to her and etc. So that is probably where I'm going to go down the line of her, you know, kind of being like, you know, maybe if I do give in to her, she will give me the information that I need, sort of thing. I definitely think that is where he's going to go with her in terms of that. Otherwise, yeah, these two are a bit of a weird coupling. I've never ever had them two ever flirt with each other, ever. So this is a first for me as well. And I think she likes a man in uniform as well, guys, just saying. But yeah. So, you know, will this romance actually change Loki's ways? Do you think he would be able to perform these experiments on Bella, or whether he is just literally romancing her to get more out of her? Let me know what you think about in the comments about that, guys. But anyway, I am going to let these guys continue what they need to do for a bit, and I will be back when something else happens. Okay guys, I am back, and it's currently 2 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday, and Cersei woke up because she got her second baby bump, so she's actually going to be giving birth roughly at about 3 o'clock tomorrow morning, early hours. And at the moment she is currently fixing the dishwasher because obviously it broke, and you know, she's got quite a good mechanical skill, I think, so she should not get, where's her skill? There we go. Yeah, she's got a very high mechanical skill, so she shouldn't ever get like singed or anything like that, but obviously we still have to be careful. But yeah, as you can see, she's very heavily pregnant right now. So it's really not going to be that long until she gives birth, and I'm very excited. I do want a little beaker baby. So I'm probably going to call this baby like after like a bit of a sciencey name, because they are like science and medical people. So I reckon if they have a little boy, we might call them Albert, like after Albert Einstein or something like that. And if it's a girl, I really like the name Marie. So it's going to be potentially one of them options. But anyway, so it looks like Bella has got a job. So I don't know really how she's got a job, because obviously she is a townie. And I know the townies do get jobs like automatically, but we are going to have Bella quit that job because obviously she's not going to be able to leave the house at the moment. So when she wakes up, we're going to call work and we are going to quit the job. We'll just pretend that obviously she it was her job from her like before she was abducted, and we'll just say for storytelling purposes that she never went back and they sent her a letter saying that her post has been terminated or something like that. But yeah, anyway, so Bella is now up. She's going to ring her job up and be like, I'm quitting. But obviously she's not quitting, if that kind of makes sense. But yeah. Right, anyway, so she's going to go and take a bubble bath really quickly, because her hygiene is pretty low at the moment. And then once she's done that, we're going to have to get her fun up by doing something. So we could probably play chess with Cersei. Like, she's going to try and make an effort, I think, Bella, to kind of be nice to Cersei, because, you know, she knows that she is doing something quite wrong at the moment by having a potential affair with her husband. So I think she's going to try and get on Cersei's good side so she doesn't, like, suspect anything's going on. And, you know, I think Cersei is probably, like, kind of experimenting with Bella at the moment by, like, trying to see, like, how smart she is. So she's treating her to, like, a game of chess or something like that to see if she's smarter than Bella. Because I think I think we could probably go down the lines that Cersei's heard of Bella before as being like the wife of a famous and a rich man in Pleasant View. And, you know, she's kind of jealous of the fact that she has a lot of money, or she did have a lot of money. So she's probably thinking of a bit of a plan in her head to try and get Bella to like bring money to them. So she's going to see how smart she is and like how gullible she is. And she's going to test that by playing chess with her to see if she makes any smart moves in this game and stuff like that. You know, she's being quite picky with Bella, let's just say. She's being picky. But yeah, look, she's seeing if she can like suspect whether she's cheating or not. She hasn't caught her, so I think her plan is sort of working at the moment, but yeah. Right, so I'm going to leave them guys to playing chess for a while, and I will be back shortly. Okay guys, I am back, and we have returned with Beaker and Bella playing chess now. Beaker? Did I call him Beaker? I meant Loki. Loki and Bella to playing chess, and they have just become best friends, these two now. So they are starting to form quite the relationship with one another. And I kind of am thinking that Loki is starting to fall for Bella as well now. You know, originally before he just wanted to have her for like science purposes, but now I'm actually starting to think he is starting to feel something for her, which is obviously a very interesting turn of events, really. But Loki has gained a logic skill, which is what he needed for his job. So he is doing very well. He's got 2 more cleaning points to get until he gets promoted to level 9, which is quite an achievement, Loki. Very much quite an achievement. But anyway, so these two are having fun. They are having fun indeed. And you know, I kind of want to like kind of get them to mess about with one another a little bit. They need to do a make out. In fact, we're gonna do a casual woohoo on the sofa, because I feel like them two would like be sat with each other. They're going to be talking, you know, and then the feelings are going to come across that they have feelings for one another. And I think one thing's going to lead to another, and they're going to end up a woohooing. And you know, I think after this, like Loki's going to be like quite nervous because he doesn't know whether he's probably got Bella pregnant or not. You know, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But anyway, so these two are literally just all over each other. They are obsessed. And, you know, this was never meant to happen. Like, Loki's probably thinking, this was never meant to happen, but I really cannot help myself with Bella. She's just a magnificent woman. And there you go, look, they are woohooing. They are... one thing is literally leading to another, and yeah. Let's hope she doesn't get pregnant, guys, or else that's going to cause like major chaos for the Beakers. Oh, and by the way, Cersei is asleep at the moment. She has no idea what's going on downstairs. Cersei is heavily pregnant, and her needs go down quite a lot. So she has no idea about this whole affair that her husband is having with Bella right now. And the butler is literally just in the kitchen and not paying attention either. He's like, okay, I'm just going to walk back over here. I'm not even going to pay attention to what's going on, so I don't want any involvement in this. So, yeah. Right, anyway, they've woohooed. They have woohooed together. So we'll have to keep a lookout, see if Bella has any signs of pregnancy, because obviously that was a risky woohoo. So potentially, you know, there's going to be a bit of a chaoticness here that's probably going to arise. But anyway, so oh, looks like he is flirting with Bella now as well. He's he can't get enough of her. He really can't get enough of her. But anyway, so right, you two are gonna have to stop now, because your wife is gonna catch you out if you're not careful, Loki. I mean, I'm not gonna stop if you know, if Cersei does like catch him, because you know, I tend to let my Sims do what they want to do half the time, but obviously, if Cersei did catch Loki cheating, I think she would be absolutely like, she would be fuming. She would be absolutely fuming with Bella. And not so much with Loki, I don't think, because I feel like, you know, she respects Loki too much to be mad at him. So she's going to blame Bella. She's going to blame Bella for, like, manipulating him into a relationship with her. Something like that. Anyway, so Bella is getting hungry now, guys, which kind of concerns me. It kind of concerns me that she's probably pregnant at the minute. I've got silent pregnancy in my game, so I won't be able to know until she starts showing signs or her needs go, like, drastically down. But she's going to go and get herself something to eat. And Loki is just reading at me. And he's thinking about Bella. Look, he's thinking about her. So he's thinking about, like, what has just happened, I think. And it's like trying to process it and, like, figure out, you know, how he feels and everything. So we'll leave him to do that for a minute. And I'll be back, guys, when something else happens. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. Okay, guys, I am back. And it looks like Cersei is just about to give birth. So we are having a baby, guys. Very exciting. Here we go. So let's see if she's going to be having a little baby boy or a little baby girl. And Bella is running. Bella is like, oh my goodness, Loki, wake up. Your wife is having a baby. And it is a girl. It's a little baby girl. Oh dear, I don't think Loki's going to be very happy about having a daughter. But, you know, we're going to go with it. And there we go. We've got a beautiful little baby girl. So this little baby girl is going to be called Marie. Marie Beaker. After Marie Curie. So little Marie. Marie Beaker. Now, you don't need to make the bed, honey. So I'm just going to quickly make the baby a nursery, guys. And I will be back in just a moment. Okay guys, I am back and I've just done a cute little like nursery Marie here. So Cersei is going to come and feed a bottle to her and put her in her crib. And everybody is literally just checking out the new room. They're like, oh my god, like what's all this new stuff? Right, Bella, you need to go and get something to eat because your hunger need is atrocious right now. And interesting, Bella wants to become friends with Cersei, I see here. So, oh, that's interesting. So something tells me she wants to be friends with Cersei then. There we go, I'm going to lock that in for her. Right, go and put Marie in her crib, Cersei. Thank you very much. And let's have a quick little look at Marie whilst we're here. I think she looks a lot like Loki, which is unfortunate for her if she's going to get Loki's genetics anyway. I mean, she's cute as a baby. Yeah, I don't think her looks are going to be anything fantastic when she ages up. But she's got Cersei's eyes and Loki's hair colour and skin tone, so... yeah, we'll just have to see how them genetics work out for her as she gets older. But she's going to have Cersei's genetics as well. And Cersei is not bad looking, really. In fact, Cersei's quite pretty looking. Right, so Loki, stop playing your guitar, please. Come downstairs and you are going to serve everybody breakfast this morning. Bella, on the meanwhile, is, yeah, her needs are going down quite drastically here, guys, which I'm a bit concerned about, not gonna lie. A bit concerned. Right, well, make that. In fact, no, Bella, you can make the breakfast. You can make the breakfast. Oh, Loki is flirting with Cersei right in front of Bella. That's a bit mean on Bella's... oh no! I knew it! I knew it. Bella is pregnant, guys. Bella is pregnant. Oh, damn. Well, I wonder what this is going to mean for this family. Because, yeah, Bella can't necessarily say to Cersei that she got pregnant with Loki. But I'm guessing she's going to talk to Loki, Bella is, about obviously being pregnant. And Loki is going to have to, you know, kind of think of a way to, like, stop Cersei finding out that it's his baby. So he's probably going to, like, say to Bella, look, Bella, look, I know we did wrong by woohooing one another, but you cannot tell Cersei that this is my kid. Like, that would be the end of my marriage. And Bella's like, but what about us? What about us, Loki? Like, don't I mean anything to you? And Bella's like, Loki's like, yes, you do mean a lot to you, Bella, and I appreciate that, but, you know, I can't just end my marriage just like that. We've just had a baby. And Loki's like, you're going to have to play it off like you got pregnant by the aliens or something like that. And Bella's like, but what do you mean get pregnant by the aliens? And he's like, look, Cersei's listening. Shh, we'll talk later. And we'll just pretend that Cersei's just walked in and like sat down to eat. And then she's like, oh my God, I'm so tired. This baby's keeping me up. God knows how long in the night. And Loki's like, she's just a baby, honey. She'll grow out of it. I mean, Bella is like literally about to bomb again. Like you can see, like she's like really trying to like keep a strong head here by pretending not to vomit. And Cersei's like, are you okay, Bella? You know, you keep making weird faces. And Bella's like, I'm fine. Honestly, I'm fine. I'm just feeling a bit rough this morning. And Cersei's like, right, anyway, I'm going to bed because I'm shattered. I'll see you guys later. Like, that's how much Cersei cares. She's like, right, okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to bed. Right, she is going to go to the toilet. She's like, oh, God, I don't feel great at all. Don't feel great at all. Bella's like, I'm going to have to go and get some sleep, Loki. I'm so sorry. Loki's like, right, okay. Have fun with that. And, yeah, he is in the shit right now. Loki is in the shit right now, guys. He does not know what to do about any of this situation at all. So, yeah, he's in a bit of a sticky situation. Absolutely in a sticky situation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Loki would end his marriage with Cersei? Or will he, like, still be, like, quite passive with Bella? Like, saying to her, yeah, whatever, we'll do this, we'll do that, we'll raise our baby together. Or do you think he's actually, like, the kind of person who would, like, sacrifice his marriage to Cersei for Bella? You know, what do you think? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let these guys, like, carry on a bit to get their needs up and everything. So I will be back shortly. Okay, guys, so Bella has just woken up from a nap, and as you can see, guys, she's just got her first baby bump. So I think Bella is slightly panicking a little bit. But, oh my God, I'm getting bigger. You know, I can't hide this from Cersei for much longer. Like, what if, you know, what if she does find out that me and Loki have been having an affair? You know, what do I tell her then? And, yeah, she's like trying to like come up with a plan here of how to kind of get out of this, but she has no idea at the moment. But I do think potentially she may, you know, go along with Loki's plan of like the aliens must have like probed her and got her pregnant. But if it comes out looking like Loki, guys, like she's got no chance of hiding that from Cersei. Especially with his genetics, it's going to be very interesting to see how that baby comes out. But anyway, so yeah, that's the conundrum she's got at the moment. But yes, we'll have to see, obviously, what happens with that. So Loki has just got home from work, guys, and he is trying to like figure out what's going on in his head at the moment. You know, whether he manages to, you know, hide this pregnancy from his wife, or whether, you know, he leaves his wife for Bella. Like, it's all in the air at the moment, and he's just deciding what to do over a game of chess. So I guess we'll leave him to that for a little bit. and we'll be back with him or whoever very shortly. Okay guys, so Cersei has returned home now as well. And I feel like this is going to be a golden opportunity for Loki to like kind of explain to Cersei what's gone on with Bella. So Cersei has noticed that she's becoming more sick, and I think Cersei is like kind of suspecting that she is probably pregnant. But she's kind of confused how. So Loki's like kind of telling her, so I'm guessing you probably already suspect, darling, that Bella has been having a lot of morning sickness recently. And Cersei, yes, yes, I have actually noticed that, and I am quite curious and concerned, Loki, as to how she has managed to potentially get pregnant. Because obviously we both agreed that she was not to leave this house under any circumstances. So what the hell has gone on? And Loki's like, well, you know what I think it is? I think these aliens must have done something to Bella because, like you say, you know, she's not had any social interaction with anyone apart from us two. And, you know, we've certainly not done anything. And obviously it's impossible for you and her to have done anything. So, yeah, it must have been the aliens that must have gotten her pregnant. And Cersei's like, you may be onto something there, actually, darling. You know, it's possible. You know, you do hear of these stories of people getting alien babies recently. You know, it must have been that. Because I certainly can't see of anything else that's potentially done this. And Loki's like kind of sitting quiet right now going, yeah, I agree. And, you know, I think he's managed to convince Cersei that Bella is pregnant with alien babies, potentially. So she's going to, like, kind of let it go at the moment. She's going to, like, you know, you think of the opportunities this could bring us. I mean, look, she's talking about aliens right now. She's like, you know, if we manage to have an alien baby in this family, Loki, we could be, like, really successful with all this. Like, you know, we could actually prove that aliens exist. And Loki's like, yeah, that would be amazing. You know, that would definitely be interesting. And Cersei's like, don't you want to be known for your space and your alien research? Like, you've worked on it for years and years, Loki. Like, this would be amazing. And Loki's just like, yeah, it really would be. You know, I'm very happy that obviously this has happened. And Cersei has noticed that Loki's like a little bit like withdrawn, and I think at the minute she's like, what's the matter? You know, why are you not excited about this? You know, you've been going on about aliens for years and years. Why are you not excited by this? And Loki's like, oh, I am. I'm just feeling a bit tired, that's all. And Cersei's like, okay, well, go and get an early night then, honey. You know, you deserve it. And she's like, you know what, I think I might turn in for the night after all. So yeah, we'll talk about more of this in the morning. And Cersei's like, yes, we will. It's very exciting. So yeah, I'm going to let these guys obviously like sort their needs out and everything. And I will be back in the next morning, guys. So I shall see you in just a moment. Okay guys, good morning. We are on our last day of it being fall for the Beakers household, and it's our last day in this episode with them. So Cersei is the first one up. Loki and Bella were up in the night trying to sort out their hunger needs because they went down quite drastically. And yeah, they're still in bed at the moment. But Cersei wants to gain a skill point, and she needs mechanical. So we're going to have her come and do some of her mechanical skill this morning. Bella sorted little Maria in the night because she was crying and needed feeding and nappy change. So she was up looking after Cersei's baby all night, which kind of shows you like how Cersei is as a mother. She's not that interested in babies at this stage. But yeah, she is more into her career at the moment. She wants to do well in her science career, so that is what she is focusing on at the moment. But yeah, so we're going to let Cersei get her mechanical skill point. She doesn't have that far left to go, actually, on her skill point meter here. So she should be able to achieve that, and I think she's got work today at 10 o'clock. So that's fingers crossed, guys, that she gets it before she goes to work. She should be able to. Fingers crossed. There we go. Absolutely fantastic. So she got her mechanical skill point, which is very good for her. Looks like Loki is now up. Oh, Well, he was. I don't know where he's gone now. He's back in bed now. I am going to wake Bella up because we need to get her something to eat and she wants to serve some food anyway. So we might have her come and serve some pancakes this morning. Just something a bit different. And, you know, she is going to talk to Loki this morning about obviously her pregnancy, where they both stand, and, you know, she wants to know really what's going on. Like, because as well, I think she's confused as to why she's even in this house. Like, she thought it was only going to be like a temporary measure until she gets back on her feet. But she's starting to realise recently that all the doors are locked, all the windows are locked. And kind of questioning why she can't necessarily have any freedom at the moment. And Loki is probably going to like break it to her that, you know, she can't leave. She can't leave because he can't risk her like being, you know, questioned or, you know, like her family finding out where she is. Like, he is like going to be dead worried that he's going to get in trouble for potentially like holding her as a hostage or like kidnapped her even. So he's going to have to like come up with a story about that as well as to why she can't leave. So he might like tell like the FBI are after her or something because they know that she was abducted by aliens or something along them lines. Something so stupid that it's almost unbelievable. But with Bella being that gullible at the moment, I think she would believe him. Because like I said, she knows no different at the minute. She's lost her memories. She, you know, she's been brainwashed to believe that she's been abducted by aliens. And, you know, she's very easily like gullible with things like this, I reckon. Like, she knows deep down that, well, she seems to think deep down that Loki would not lie to her. But in a way, she truly does not know Loki. So we're just going to pretend right now that these two are talking. So they're just talking about everything that I've just said. And, you know, Bella's had a bit of a negative reaction towards it. She's like, well, you can't keep me locked up in here forever, Loki, surely. You know, I've got to relive my life again. And Loki's like, yes, I understand that, Bella. Trust me, I get it. You can relive your life, just not at this moment. Like, you know, you've got to be careful. We've got to make sure that no one is going to come to harm's way with you. And Bella's like, no one is going to harm me, surely. I'm just an ordinary woman. Like, why are you so scared about me getting caught by someone? And Loki's like, look, I'm a scientist, right? I know how these things go. As soon as something happens, like someone gets abducted or someone is like gone through what you've gone through, they will be all over you, Bella. The news, the FBI, everybody will be after you. And I don't want that for you. I care about you. And, you know, I just don't want any of that to happen. And Bella's like, well, that is really sweet, Loki, you know. And I guess you are right. Like, I don't want to have all that, especially now that I'm pregnant as well. I don't want to be in like the news light or anything like that. That sounds awful. And Loki's like, see? Now, please trust me when I say this. Like, we're doing this to protect you. And he's just going to go and now have a bath. And he's like, honestly, just think about it, Bella. And Bella's like, okay, I will. I'll try to. So yeah, it's a very bit of a upsetting story, I think, for Bella at the moment, guys. She's pregnant with Loki's baby, who she knows that she can't have. She can't have Loki as her partner or anything at the moment, because I think at the minute she knows that he is dedicated to Cersei, even though they have had an affair. But as I said, it's very confusing. It's very confusing for poor Bella. Like, she's been abducted, she's landed in Strangetown, she's got herself pregnant with a man that is married, and she doesn't understand why she's being held in this house. So, yeah, it's all very quite disturbing. Oh, and there we go, she's just got her second bump. So she should be having her baby tomorrow at around 4 PM. So sadly, we're not going to be able to see the baby today, guys, but we will see the baby in the next episode, we do with the Beakers. So that is going to be fun to look forward to. But anyway, so Loki, come and tidy up this newspaper, and you've got bills as well to pay. So go and do that for me, please. Thank you muchly. Right, pay your bills. Excellent. And you need to go and redeem back your logic skill points, because I didn't tell you guys this, but when I was like kind of off camera, he lost a couple of logic skill points because he did a bit of a bad job at work. So ultimately he had a couple of skill points removed, and we have to make them up with his logic. So he's going to go and do that. Bella is going to go and have a bit of a snooze because she is dead tired. In fact, Bella, why don't you go and actually sleep in your bed? Go and sleep in your bed, dear. And I will be back, guys, when Cersei is home or something else happens. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. Oh, guys, excellent. So Cersei has just got back home and she has been promoted to Specialist Level 7. Congratulations, you've hung up your shingle, gaining a traditional work schedule and golf game occasionally. Now you have more time to maintain a happy home and maybe a happy family. Keep making friends outside the home and building up your skills if higher levels in this career track seem appealing. Cersei now works from 10 AM to 4 PM starting immediately. Cersei brought home 581 simoleons today and got a bonus of 1,452. So congratulations, Cersei. You have done a magnificent, my darling. So she is very happy that she's got her job promotion, and she's going to go into her husband and be like, babe, I've just got promoted. You know, I'm now a specialist, and Loki's just going to be shouting from here. That's amazing, Cersei. Congratulations, darling. And yeah, she's very happy. She's over the moon. So for her next promotion, she needs to gain a couple more mechanical skill points and a cleaning skill point. So that is very good. Congratulations, Cersei. We are so happy for you. But anyway, she's going to go and get herself a bath and prepare herself for the evening, get herself ready for bed and everything like that. Loki has gained another skill point, so now he is done with his logic, so that's fantastic. And he needs to go and use the toilet. And it looks like the butler is going to go and attend to little Marie over here, so we don't have to worry too much about her at the minute. Bella is still asleep in bed. She is absolutely knackered. Although she's near enough got full energy, so I might get her to get up a minute. And looks like she could do with using the toilet, so we'll get her to go and use that and have a shower. And then I may get her to come and serve them some dinner as well. We'll do some salmon tonight. Have a nice bit of salmon. Loki, what can you do? Want to buy a massage table, buy a sculpture, and maximise a skill. So he wants to maximise the logic skill, but I'm not going to have him do that tonight. We'll probably focus on that another day with him. It looks like he's having a bit of a clean around the house, so that's kind of sweet of him. She's going to go on the computer by the looks of it. And we'll just see how Bella gets on. So let's just quickly fast forward. Excellent. And as you can see, guys, she is very heavily pregnant right now. You know, she's still having to work while she's pregnant. I mean, how cruel are these guys to her? But that's more like Cersei, I think, doing that than actual Loki. Loki has surprised me a lot in this episode. I thought he's going to be the kind of person to, like, do all of his experiments on, and he doesn't really care much for Bella, but I think he does care about her deeply, in a way. Like, Bella idolises him at the moment, I reckon. And I just find it so sad because deep down, I just feel like he liked her for the wrong reasons and not like a true romance. Like, I think he's attracted by her story more so than her herself. Whereas Bella idolises Loki. Like, literally idolises him. And she's fell in love with him based on that. And yeah, I just find it so sad. I really do find it so sad. But anyway, guys, this is now the end of the episode, I think, because after this I'm literally just going to put them to bed, so I'm going to be ending the episode here. Thank you so much for watching this video today, guys, and again, I do apologise for the lack of videos recently on this channel. I do hope to start coming back as like a regular sort of thing. but we are probably going to have to like probably expect only like 1 episode a week at the moment, just because I am busy with my Twitch at the moment, as well as I am working as well still. So I'll try and at least bring out 1 episode a week for this channel with this Uberhood series. And yeah, if you are interested, guys, in following me on Twitch, then I'll put the link down below. I do tend to stream on there probably 2 times a week at least, and we have some fun in these streams. So please do come along if you're interested. But otherwise, again, guys, take care and thank you so much for watching. I shall see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.